Alright, so we want to get started on this form here so we can start using it. So we're going to have an X data in here, and we're going to have a lot of data being passed through in here. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to have an expansion here, which is going to be set by false. This is going to essentially determine a small animation, which will animate the width and height of this, depending on if it's expanded, so we can increase the size. We're going to have a body, and we're going to entangle that to the form body. We're gonna have a radius in here, and that's gonna be of 30 again. We're also gonna have a max length in here of 280. We're gonna have a get percentage in here, and a display percentage again. We're gonna go in and have a dash offset percentage is over. Then we're gonna have a reset form, which is gonna allow us to just reset the form and the images. We're also gonna go ahead and have a reply in here, which is gonna go ahead and reset the form and push through the tweet. But we're also gonna have the ability to remove an image. And we're gonna have a render image function here, which will essentially ensure that we render the image correctly and don't just return nothing. So that's the first thing we want to go ahead and do. Now, the other thing we want to go ahead and do in here is we want to have a class, and that's going to be padding of 6 when it's expanded. And upon clicking outside, it's going to be not expanding anymore. We're going to expand this when the text area is focused as well. So let's go ahead and call this reply. Upon focus, the text area is going to be expanding set to true. Let's go ahead and take a look. Already having a bit of animation here. Perfect. And then for the placeholder in here, we're actually going to go ahead and have a bit of a condition here. So we could just say tweet your reply, but let's go a bit further and actually try to grab the user information that we're replying to. So we say reply to reply user name. And if that fails, we will just say to post. There we go. So in this case it's failing, but we can always just go ahead and check in here if we say reply user. Let's also go ahead and make sure we use npm run def. And it's because we haven't set the variable reply. So let's go ahead and do that inside our reply form. We are going to upload files in this component, so we're going to say use with file uploads. That's quite important, otherwise this won't work. We're going to use public tweet model reply. So in here we just need to have the tweet model there. And for now, that should be it. So in this case, let's go ahead and see what happens now. We have the user there. So we can probably go ahead and get rid of this user information in here. And there we go. Now we have this nice little animation here. Still need to work on adding the toolbar. So there's still work to do here inside this form. We need to add a lot more things. So the first thing I want to go ahead and do in here is after the text area, we want to render our images. So if this, in this case, we're going to have a form in here. Images as image. And sorry, we're going to actually not have this as a if here. We just want to say if there's any images uploaded in here, we're going to have something going on. We're not going to bother too much with that now. However, we are going to create the form for this. So if I go ahead now in here, we can say php Livewire form. We're going to call this reply form. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to make sure we use public reply form as form. Inside the reply form, we're just going to have a very small list of variables, and then we're going to have images and the body. So again, we aren't uploading any images yet, so for now we're just going to have hi if any images are attempted to be uploaded. But that's basically what we're going to have below there. We also gonna move this inside a condition actually, so let's have a width full, flex wrap, padding of 2. And in this case, we're just gonna say x show if the images are there. And then now outside of that, below this div here, we need to have another div in here, and this is where we're gonna show the toolbars. So we're gonna just have a few classes in here, so I'm just gonna go in and add them, and we're gonna transition that. And then we're just gonna have the label for the images in here, which is basically just gonna have this long SVG. You can get that again from the repo. I'll make sure to update the repo today. And we're only gonna show this form in this case when xshow expand. So if I click on this now, it's gonna show the image form there, but we don't want to show it otherwise. And we're still gonna show the indicator as well. So again, this is something we've already done before on the other page for the regular form. So we're gonna just leave this as simple as it is here. The indicator isn't working yet, but we'll be working on fixing that over the next few videos. For now, we're just basically doing the mockup here. And let's have the reply form down here. There we go. So now we just need to show the indicator as well. But we'll work on that in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.